everybody. Clearing. Okay, so this is the weekend check-in, and we are going to dive in with what does the divine want the twins to know about the union space coming up in the near future. Oh, we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck with the Hierophant. So, ooh, wow. That's interesting because that is divine masculine stepping into the embodiment of alignment with divine will is how I'm hearing it. 33 when I said that. Okay, so let's see, where is... I'm going to start right off with where is the connection going in the near future? What are the potentials? So remember, everyone has free will and not everyone listens to their higher self guidance, their connection to the divine, but these are the potentials. So we got the Hierophant again. Oh wow, with the Emperor again on the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to take those. They were there when I first started. I shuffled really well, and here they are again. They're in the reverse now. So just as I was saying, these are the potentials, but this doesn't mean everybody is going to be on that same cutting edge. It's a bell. So these are still the levels of activation that are accessible. I'm going to turn them in the upright because we want to shoot for the highest and best timelines possible. But here we are. So this is your own, if you're divine feminine watching, this is your internal divine masculine also coming to the forefront, activating your service into the world, taking action in your own right, stepping out with projects and into the public eye. I'm hearing for some that haven't done that. But this is also embodying, not wavering, having unwavering faith. You've come into the stability structure and ego mastery with this. Yeah, you know, this is a very noble combination, a very settled, a very deep, profound, activated knowing that transcends the earthly dimensions. This is profound. There are little flavors of stubborn energy in this, stoic. And so for each one watching, there might be an added message coming out as I pull the feminine masculine guidance on how to temper that so that it's not, so that it's of earthly good, we'll say, because this is the kind of energy that could create a separation. But I'm hearing for some it will be a necessary separation from the world. This is coming into one's own and grounding into the spiritual so profoundly that the worldly vantage point is no longer needed for approval or fitting in. Okay. I'm hearing ordained under heaven. Purity. Okay, so for the feminines, what is it that we can see? Opportunity and simplicity. Simplicity came up in the reverse, and so for some it's not going to be so simple. There are going to be some fairly, I'm hearing elaborate, complex opportunities, but there is a simple and easy way through them. And I'm hearing the word maze. So for many feminines, this activation is going to be a little bit of a growth curve to catch stride with it. But you will climatize to this new flow once you realize it's nothing to be afraid of and that you are getting very, very powerful reflections back from your reality as you let down your guard for moving in ways that are meant for you. You will bring in the simplicity once you see more clearly what those opportunities look like. I'm going to actually pull another card right now to see how the feminines can further understand this theme of complexity versus simplicity. I saw 444 when I said that. So what is it we can see? Okay, we're getting Chamber of regeneration. Okay, so don't spread yourselves too thin. Creation, multiplication, and growth. So growth adds another layer of capacity. It might not seem simple, but it is very simple and natural. So remember that. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Yeah. If it doesn't flow, it's not, I'm gonna rhyme. If it doesn't flow, you're not meant to grow in that direction, feminines. So the simplicity of it is you don't have to put in the same kind of uphill struggle against the flow anymore. Look for that valving system, the doors that open and the doors that close. The ones that open, it's simple and you don't have to think about it. And if there is too much uncertainty, wait for a different opportunity to come. There is abundance coming towards you, and the universe is trying to powerfully bring you everything to meet your absolute needs and then some, feminines. So keep it simple. Doors that are not meant for you will close. Don't worry about them. Doors that are will open. Follow your intuition and just stay the course. Amazing. Okay, so for masculines with the High Priest and the Emperor energy, what is it that we can know about that for the masculines? Ooh, on the floor. Wow, I get 3. Action, truth, and openness. That is, I almost thought that the opportunities card was the openness card here, because they both have these moons. But the feminines are accessing this more right now, and the masculines by the end of the month, I'm hearing. So there is this activated truth-based path. So be open to the truth, masculines, that are directing the course of your action right now that may or may not be easy to see. By the full moon, you're going to have some added clarity. You can even set an intention, masculines, if you're watching this, to see the truth upon which to take action by the full moon. Set an intention, set some sort of a heart wish that what is needed will come to light and that you will have eyes to see. Set that as a prayer so that you'll be blessed with something you were reluctant to see before, or something that will make all the difference, a way of seeing through the illusions so that you have that clarity, so that you have a sign. Ask for a sign, masculines. And if you're beyond needing to ask for a sign, really on the deepest levels, open up to asking the divine to show you that way forward. I'm going to get another card since I got one for the feminines. What is it that the masculines need to know about staying open until the full moon? Heartwave resonator, ecstasy, rapture, flux, and amplification, and golden seed, light, wholeness, warmth, and well-being. So these are all very feel-good energies, ecstasy and well-being. So a love or above, masculines, that's what you're kind of needing to pay attention to. Not kind of, you are. So stay open to that which actually resonates on these levels, at least warmth and wholeness, and at best ecstatic, rapture, amplification. Spirit guidance is telling me to remind you that that's how you feel when tuning into your feminine. And so make note of that. Let it encourage you. Hint, hint. Okay, so let's see. Actually, I was going to start with the feminine reading, but I'm going to go with the masculine reading. There he is. Twin flame, a divine masculine. So what are the masculines thinking at this time? What are they feeling for the feminine on the heart space? Sorry, what are they thinking for the connection and their divine feminine? What are they feeling on the heart space? What are the divine masculines wishing? So I had a comment yesterday on my reading, wondering if I was talking about divine masculines and feminines. So if anybody is confused when I use the term masculine and feminine, yes, I mean divine masculine and feminine, or that attribute within all of us. If we don't resonate with the twin flame journey and you're watching this video, there must be some sort of a divine pull, and so stay open to it. We are all divine, we are all spirit. And certainly if you're watching this video, I am addressing that divine aspect. Okay, so what is the masculine headspace about the connection? The Empress, abundance. Masculines are focused on the abundance that this life can offer, that this, I have to say, we got the Emperor and the opening, and there is the Empress in this deck. This is the abundance card. Counterparts, the Emperor. I'm hearing the Emperor has spoken, so I feel like I'm channeling divine masculines right now, and this is a little bit of fun in the 5D, but okay, maybe you did manifest that. So if there are any masculines out there that wanted to see the Emperor and Empress show up together as a sign, you got your sign. That is really, really cool. Okay, and end of burden. So the masculines are very much understanding what abundance looks like now, and I'm hearing worthiness is growing because they're just fed up with the burden, and when we feel unworthy, we create burden. Masculines, bingo, you got it. That is the way of it. Okay, how are the masculines feeling on the heart space for the feminine? Divine justice. With the Knight of Wands in the reverse, so no more ghosting, no more hot and cold. They have found the reason to streamline the energy, and they're ready for the divine to step in and bring justice to this connection. They're ready to be shown how to do it. So yeah, I'm really getting that masculines have not had a love like this. They don't know how it goes down. They don't know how it's supposed to be successful. They don't know what that looks like, how to logic it into being. And so there is a surrender to the divine, trusting that they know better than the masculine's previous attempts at love in this life, and that the divine has to bring it in. If the divine has shown and illuminated the twins to each other, then divine justice is the only logical wish, is that the divine show the twins how to navigate this. So yeah, surrender. Masculines are opening, staying open to being shown the way. That is so much in harmony with the first message there. And so masculines continue to let warmth and wholeness light the way, and ecstatic energy regarding your feminine. So that will give you the instruction. Whatever feels good to you, go in that direction. Because you have mastered this temporary energy, or are leaving it for those watching. So yeah, stepping into channeling, because this is the Knight of Wands that turns into the King of Wands. And as we leave the ego, as we leave that by our own might and power and surrender to the divine, we are brought in as that instrument of the divine, the shamanic way that is awake on the chessboard and navigating appropriately through divine direction. Wow. Okay, so wishing. What are the masculines wishing for the connection? Twin flames, Two of Flames. There's a world, the earth here, and there's distance here. So for some, wishing to travel distance if you are apart. Distance in twin flame dynamics is such a common theme, whether that's, you know, whatever the karmic distance is for you. The masculines are really wishing to figure out a solution. Page of Swords is sleuthing, it's research, it's planning, it's checking into things, it's looking outside of one's known belief structure. And so the masculines are truly wishing to solve the distance, wishing to figure out how that gap can be bridged in some way. Take that how it resonates for your dynamic. Okay, and what action are they taking? Oh my gosh. Four of Flames, union, Really, masculines? My heart's all a flutter. Okay. And 9 of Cups. Okay. So 9 of Cups in the reverse is not wishing for something. I'm going to pull a clarification. What is it that you're not wishing for, masculines, regarding Twin of Flames and union? I'm hearing it's not too good to be true. Or wanting those final proofs that it isn't too good to be true. I'm getting a little bit of worthiness for masculines, like cold feet, like, am I really a divine masculine? Am I really this? Knowing on one hand that yes, by all means you are, they are divine masculine, but there is a little bit of the cold feet. So what would you say to your feminine about this, just for clarity? Oh, I saw one of the Devil Lust cards, so there might just be so much passion. Oh, I'm a very jealous person, and do you think about me too? Okay, so those are both insecurity. So masculines, it's getting real. As masculines are aligning with what they truly want as a foundation, that's the cold feet, is that they don't want anyone else to have you, feminine. And with divine masculines, I'm not worried about this jealous energy as a narcissistic thing or abusive thing or competitive thing or actually any of that. It's more the insecurity that the masculines know that you are the best one. And so there is that, will she really, or will my feminine really choose me? Because do you think about me too? The masculines know that they haven't been forthcoming with really, in many cases, making sure that you know how much they really want this, feminines. They're closing in on it, and that's bringing up these last remaining purges. Okay, what is the biggest challenge? 5 of Orbs and 7 of Wands. This is a lot of karma. This is a lot of mindset. So the biggest challenge is clearing this and being grounded in their bubble, in their knowing, in their bravery. This is the 7 of Wands is typically carving out the path, going forward bravely, and the 5 of Orbs, 5 of Swords, is not taking the easy way out, not withholding communication, speaking up for one's truth. This is a card that offers a choice of a shallow victory or really tapping into character and doing what is actually needed to go forward. So masculines are realizing that in order to go towards union, they're going to have to clear the energies that have held them back in their entire life as themes. Okay. That's a major game changer. What is spirit guidance? Wow, yeah. So we have been getting this 2 of Coins, I think every reading multiple times lately. This is about the yin yang, the balance of divine masculine and divine feminine. This is the motivation for the choices, making one choice at a time, connected with the infinite flow of love, the abundance. And the World card in the reverse means the cycles haven't quite closed out. So masculines, your advice here is to keep doing each thing that you know needs to be done. You don't have to look at the big picture. Keep your head pointed to heaven and just discern which of the steps you need to do to close out the previous worldly alignments, worldly attachments, and worldly frequencies that you've been navigating, like all of us, and just keep closing those out, bravely carving your own path, trailblazing, leaving karma, leaving karmic interactions, rising above and coming out of it, closing out those cycles. Just keep doing it. You don't have to worry about the details, and this stuff is all gonna fall away as you carry on. Where are the masculines going towards union energies in the near future? Whoa, enlightenment squared. The Hermit levitating here, downloading that enlightenment, meditation, and divine masculine sun, the cosmic embodiment of the masculine. Okay, so that's super beautiful. Masculines are really coming into the acknowledgement, the embodiment, the worthiness. The sun is also our solar plexus chakra, our true empowerment. And so masculines are embodying worthiness. Yeah, you are going to be overcoming any of these last remaining insecurities, masculines, because you deserve this love. Just because you haven't had a love like this yet does not mean you're worthy. And how exciting to actually be offered a love like this and to experience your worthiness reflected back to you in a situation like this. So, you know, it is that simple. If we don't have a frame of reference, if we haven't experienced it yet, we have doubts. And that's why this is a leap of faith, because you know on your heart, masculine, that this love is real and it is trustworthy and it is divine. But this is really coming into understanding that part of the insecurity is simply that you haven't known a love like this before, and so there's no box to file it in your brain. That's why it's got to be put in your heart space. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what we can find for the feminines now. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest and most beneficial information for the beautiful divine feminines that join me here, and masculines who are cross-watching. I am so honored to have like 13% masculine viewers or male viewers, so I know you're out there, and I feel like that's higher than a lot of other channels, so I hope that I'm truly supporting you on the journey. It is an honor. All right, so what are the feminines feeling, thinking, feeling, wishing, doing, challenged by? What is the guidance for the feminines? Saw the Empress again. And where are the feminines, divine feminines, going energetically towards union? What are they getting to? What are they embodying? Oh, it's a springy day. I'm in Canada, and this is, I'm feeling the days getting longer and brighter. Okay, what are the feminines thinking? I had a rush of energy. This is going to be good, I hope. Okay, what are the feminines thinking about the connection? Three of Wands with the Six of Coins to clarify. So Three of Wands in the reverse is like not wanting to wait. This is waiting for the ships to come in, setting manifestation visions for the future. So two things. Feminines don't want to wait any longer. That spring vibe, that new growth. The Six of Coins in this deck is all about new growth, prosperity. And that's in the reverse. So it's just been winter in the Northern Hemisphere, and I'm feeling like the spring restlessness, that wanting to get out there, wanting to walk barefoot, wanting to connect with nature, with the seasons, wanting to come into that. So if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, this could be a little bit of a, oh, here we are hunkering down for the winter months coming in, starting to feel it. So whichever the case is here, there is a desire for connection with the masculine after a period of inactivity, or the concern that environmental inactivity is upon you. Yeah, so beautiful in that light. But this is about prosperity and growth. So feminines, there's a little bit of overthinking here, and I do want to remind for the beginning energy that with this newly emerging internal masculine alignment, with you anchoring your masculine attributes, that you could be suddenly feeling like the pressure's on you to activate in your own right. It's that climatization. So if you are experiencing that in any way, just breathe into it and see how you can put down resistance further. That can sometimes look like not speaking up about your intuitions, not feeling confident enough to tell people the things that you are bringing through channeling. insights that you're having. If a friend comes to you in need and you get like a hit, an intuitive hit, and you hold yourself back from sharing that insight or that guidance that came to you because in the past you've been shut down, this is the energy of kind of opening the throat chakra and remembering you create your own destiny, but it also works through you. And that channeling, the Emperor, this representation of the divine masculine here with the High Priest and the Emperor, it's a very masculine activation. And so go boldly, go confidently into service, feminines, because that's going to set up your highest manifestations and bring in the growth that gives you the confidence to see results and keep going. So yeah, shifting away from the masculine being there or not and into activation in your own right, feminine. So masculines, your feminines miss you. They're thinking a little bit more of you than their own thing at this time. But let's see what's on the heart space for the masculine. Oh, King of Wands in the reverse. There's divine masculine. Yeah. So feminines are really kind of either longing for their masculine because the spring is upon us in the northern, or hunkering down for the slower time of year and wanting cuddles is what I'm hearing. So divine masculine isn't in the picture, and Seven of Cups is the confusion when it's in the upright, but in the reverse, one cup is illuminated. That one unconditional loving holy grail cup is coming into view, and the feminines have never been more certain that their masculine is their counterpart on the one hand, but then in many ways they've never felt so far away. So again, feminine, I'm getting a lot of messages for you. This is that perceptionary shift. Do you want your masculine to feel far, or do you want your masculine to feel near? This is a paradox. So which alignment are you in? Which timeline do you want to manifest? You are being asked to actively choose your manifested timelines, set your intentions. And so even though you see that this is who you believe is your masculine so clearly, and they're not there, you have that choice to keep going sight unseen and therefore come into alignment with yourself and meet up when divine timing indicates, or you can be in resistance and struggle on the heart space because your masculine isn't showing up in the 3D the way that you want. So see how you can focus on what isn't there, or get down to business and speed up the coming in. Okay, what is the wish for the feminines for the connection? The King of Swords, to have truthful communication. Feminines definitely want to have this Cupid's love arrows. They want some news. This is also a card that talks about news that makes the difference, something that changes things. So the feminines are really ready to know, masculines, what are you thinking? What are you thinking about the connection? Do you love them? Have you been growing? So this is in different stages of union or communication. If you haven't been in communication with your twin, this is a deep, deep desire to just know what's up. If there's light communication, this is a deep, deep desire to go deeper. If you're already in union, this is a very high level organization and planning and navigation of how to blend head and heart. Is what I'm hearing. So the feminines are very much ready to actually have some clarity come in. There is a theme with a lot of twin dynamics where the twin is so sacred, so special, that communication has been delicate because there is a mastery with how the foundation gets laid with communication, and both twins are very, very mindful not to add more karma, more confusion into the mix. And so there tends to be more of a silence when there's processing rather than a karmic kind of cycling with, let's say, arguments or unconscious banter. That doesn't happen. In what I observe with the twin flames, there's usually a distance that's taken naturally. And how beautiful is that? So yeah, I'm just going to leave that with there. Okay, what action are the feminines taking? Two of Pentacles in the reverse with the Two of Wands. So these are two cards that the masculines got too. This one is about not knowing which step to take forward. So I'm going to backtrack it, feminines. You have choices every single day to lay the new foundation towards union. Your masculine is doing that sight unseen, but you're getting a little bit caught up in the 3D right now, and it's time to really dive into trusting this. And I'm being shown that the twin flames here, the Two of Wands, both of these choices lead to the same end. So whether you're consciously manifesting with your masculine in this alignment of communication or making the choices sight unseen, do it in your own right and you will all get to the same place. Okay, what is the biggest challenge at this time? Transformation, and there is the King of Wands in the reverse again. Are you kidding me? Same card. Heart space and challenge. So the masculine not showing up and focusing on your own transformation, feminines. You have so many things to do right now to transform. This is the Death card, and this is going from old life to new life. So your challenge is not worrying too much about what your masculine is up to right now and really tuning in to your path, to your own ascension, to your own transcending the 3D and situating yourself in your new life that is in more alignment with your twin. Sight unseen, I'm hearing. Okay, what is the big spirit guidance for that? Hanged Man, feminines, go into meditation more often and be autonomous. That is just so very simple. You are being asked to understand why you're making certain decisions in your own right for your own autonomy right now, and that is the foundation you're going to bring into union. So get on that page with why you prefer certain things. Why? Like, consciously know what you are choosing, what foundation you're laying in your own life, so that you fully understand your accountability and your sovereignty as you come into union. I believe all twins who are watching my readings are destined for union. I just want to say that. If you are on the true twin flame path, this is not karmic partners, this is not boyfriend, girlfriend, this is divine love relationships. If you are on that, you are coming into union, and this is the way that it goes. And I'm not saying that exclusively, I want to say that this would really be resonating on a deep level if you're coming into those frequencies. Okay, and where are the divine feminines heading in the near future? Oh yeah, the High Priest for the second time. This is a full circle reminder that you are coming into your own inner masculine activation with your own channeling, your own service into the world. You're letting go of needing to be rescued, needing to be saved, needing to have reciprocated love for full empowerment. So for feminines, it's the last remaining sadness going away. The Four of Cups can be a pining energy, hanging on to the past, melancholy. And so you're letting go of that because you're fulfilling that need within yourself with the divine channeling coming through you and activating. When we first begin the twin flame journey, it can be debilitating because we are so longing for that connection and that worthiness and that proof of the love from the masculine showing up. Varies for all depending on how much healing and how intense the experience is. But this really is a proof, feminines, that you are moving into fulfilling that in your own right and replenishing your energetic conduit from source into your life so that you don't need that. You truly don't need it to be vibrant and going for your independent goals, aspirations, dreams, mission. How beautiful. Okay, one last card for the masculines watching, and it's on the floor. We get rescued reflections, divination, intuition, and inner vision. Yeah, so keep channeling, masculines. This is sacred space. It's just another nudge to keep tuning in to the heart space and really looking at the inner vision. You're leaving the outer 3D world that you've known. More and more you're finding solace within. So keep tuning into that. Keep setting the intention to tune into the divine and your intuition. Hang out in there, befriend it. And what is, I mean, in a very heart-centered way, because there is a lot of internal processing for masculines anyways, and this is a heart-centered, deepening heart-centered version. And the feminine card on the floor. So for the feminines, we're getting Chamber of Inspiration, bliss, aspiration, and realization. Yeah, this is your true nudge, feminines, to unhook from your masculine being your primary focus and really connect with the divine and realize your aspirations. Follow your bliss. Don't divert your bliss, your energy, through pining for your masculine or even focusing too heavily. Get down to business. This is your go time, feminines, in your own right. Streamline, activate, establish right now. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye.